All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural episode, it's a hard word to say, of County Computers. My name is Aaron.
I'm Thomas.
And we're testing this out as a possible weekly podcast that we're going to record and experiment with. Thomas is our couple of our resident computer guys. He is more on the hardware side, whereas I'm more on the software side. So what you're going to get from us is you're going to get my software PC kind of experience and knowledge, and then Thomas is going to bring the hardware. He's going to bring the GPUs. He's going to bring the processors. He's going to bring that information and his opinion and his reaction and his engagement with that material. Whereas I will talk more about software and the computers themselves. So it'll be an interesting discourse conversation to go forward. We'll need to pick our intro and outro song, of course, which you are going to get a sample of the to-be-decided intro right now. When we come back after this intro, we'll start digging into some processor conversations and where we go from here, and is the market returning to normal for GPUs and processors? Hold on a second, we'll be right back with the intro and all the more discussion to come here on County Computers. Okay, welcome back to County Computers. My name is Aaron.
And I'm Thomas.
And this is our starting discussion. So yesterday, Thomas and I spent a good portion of class talking about the GPU market. And Thomas's opinion of the market is much more updated than mine. Thomas, walk us through what you're seeing on the GPU market right now, why you think we're seeing that, and what do you predict comes from there?
So for right now, as of November 30th, I haven't really looked into this too much recently, but I found an article from November 30th here.
Okay.
NVIDIA unveiled their hugely impressive RTX 3080s, which were really nice. I've seen some benchmarks of those, and they absolutely, I don't know, they're just awesome cards. And
the thing about NVIDIA is they're always racking and stacking the improvements. Like we talked to you about yesterday that it's a cash game. They want to make the most money on GPUs with the most amount of people. And so selling to the people who will plunk down that money on a 3080 or whatever the current flavor of the month
3,000.
is. Right. They'll drop that money because they want that processing power, because their main market, a lot of it's going to be YouTube gamers, but a lot of it's going to be the gamers who have found themselves into the gaming world. So my question was regarding the current market for GPUs, which has been a constant complaint among gamers, among YouTubers, Linus, all the guys on YouTube who do computers and do graphics cards and all these things, and that's their bread and butter. Is that the graphics card market has been just very, 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 very low in supply, which has driven the cost of those GPUs up. And it also hasn't been helped by people who have been buying them en masse and like basically rapidly buying and then selling for a profit and all the other things. So that's the background. What you were seeing yesterday when we were talking was the market
is attempting to come back. So the thing with that is that, there's still miners out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
explain to us what miners are.
So they use, that's that's really technical. So they use a graphics card,
mm-hmm.
right? And they get this algorithm, or like a math. It's like a giant math problem from. I'm not sure how it all works, but they grab this giant math problem. I know that, and they hand it to the GPU, and somehow it works on this problem.
It's involving cryptocurrency, correct?
Yeah.
So it mines, like when we're talking about this, like people are like, well, is there actual mining happening in the hills? No. This is all in the digital world.
Yeah, it's all digital.
So the GPU, which is a processor unto itself almost. When we talk about graphics cards, there may be listeners out there who are like, okay, well, I remember my graphics card and it was, whatever, but they're almost computers on their own if you really, really went after it, because they have their own set of RAM, they have their own processors, like it's a self-contained computer to very much remove any kind of technical details about it. And so what they're using these GPUs.
Okay, so yeah, I got it.
'Kay.
So they use the GPU to process these things called blocks, and they're verified like transactions.
Mm-hmm. Through cryptocurrency, correct?
Yeah.
Like blockchains.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cryptocurrency in the world, if you're like, what in the world? Cryptocurrency is a additional currency that I don't trust as far as I can throw it, and I can't throw many things very far. So if you're listening to this, you go, oh, cryptocurrency, don't do it. No,
actually,
bad juju.
Actually, just 2 days ago, I think it was Bitcoin. It shot up like 200 or 300 points. It was shot up a whole bunch for just random.
And then it will come back down again.
Yes, it will fall again.
So that's the problem with that. So what they use these GPUs to do is they mine the blockchains, which connects to the cryptocurrency and allows them to collect and gather cryptocurrency and earn money and be able to do that. And GPUs, you can link them together and you can basically create almost this super powered collector.
So in about an hour, like almost 2 hours actually, it shot up 34%.
Yep.
Just in the middle of nowhere.
Right. And the problem with that, that's Dogecoin, that's Elon Musk's coin. The problem with cryptocurrency and coins and that coin market is there are people out there who literally will create their own currency, and they will promote it on their social media channels, YouTube, Instagram, and everything. And so people will buy it. The value will skyrocket and will shoot up. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then the founder or the people who are backing it will sell their part in it, take the money, and run. And the people who now have worthless coin have no way to get their money back because the coin is now worthless. That is the dark side of Bitcoin, of digital coin, of all this stuff. There is the positive, which is like Elon Musk's Dogecoin, which started as a joke. If it's actually true, it started as a joke. Like someone said, "Oh, Dogecoin,"
it was just a joke.
And then it became an actual actual legit endorsed by Elon Musk himself. Dogecoin, it's on them, it's traded, it's bought, it's a thing. It went from being a joke. And so the thing about Bitcoin is there's no regulatory agency that's in charge of it.
Oh, okay. So key takeaways here. So Bitcoin mining is a process of verifying and recording new Bitcoin transactions. Bitcoin miners are paid with transaction fees and newly created digital currency.
Okay.
So it sounds like you can just flood the market.
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That would absolutely tank the value if you did that.
So this is when we compare it to like the American or any kind of like like currency in the United States is limited. There's only so much of it. I mean, yes,
Right.
they
print new bills, but they're also taking out bills.
Right. So there's a give and take. So there's only so much money in the world, right? You can't just you can't go and make your own money. That's illegal. That's a federal crime. You'll go to prison. Bye-bye. See you later.
Yeah.
There's no negotiating that. You'll go into prison. So with Dogecoin, there's no regulatory agency. There's no regulation. There's no, like with the internet, there's always been this centralized organization, Icon, or whoever's in charge of it, who administers and maintains the internet addresses and all the things. And there's organization, there's regulation. It's a thing. Same with money, same with airlines, same with any legitimate business in the United States or even in the world. There's a regulatory agency that monitors and manages and addresses how that works. The deal with Bitcoin, there isn't one. And so you can create your own coin. Like I could go on the internet right now, spend myself about 20 minutes and create my own digital Bitcoin. And I could promote it and people could buy it and I could maybe have it hit the top mark or something. And then eventually it's going to, like everything else, it's going to settle down. It's going to find a midpoint. And then something might happen out of nowhere where Elon Musk might tweet my coin and it'll jump and then it'll be back down again to where it was. It's not like the stock market where like computers make sure and regulate how stocks are sold and what you can sell and how you can sell it. There is none. It's a lawless West kind of in the wild, wild west experience, I'm not saying that Bitcoin is all bad.
Right.
But to make the statement, I am not an investment advisor. I'm not a banking advisor. I am not an advisor, and neither is Thomas. But everything I've read about Bitcoin and about what it becomes is, it's kind of like when you, like in the TV shows when people say, "Oh, honey," it's like that expression of like, "Oh, you so poor soul. What did you do to yourself?" That's my worry is that people are going to get themselves in to these, if they haven't already, into these Bitcoin businesses, and nothing good.
The Bitcoin market is volatile.
That's understating it. But I mean,
but I don't know. It's
like a tilt-a-whirl on steroids.
You could either make tons of money,
right,
or you could lose your
everything,
entire life,
right,
and file for bankruptcy.
Yeah. And then the bankruptcy attorneys will be like, "So how did you do that? How did this happen?" I invested in Bitcoin. Be like, "I quit. I'm not. You can't be able to pay me anything. your attorneys will quit on you. You'll be on your own."
Yeah.
So I think the overall discussion here, as we kind of head towards the latter end of this podcast, is Bitcoin and digital money. There's also the conversation about the new. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like they're things you can buy on the internet that are like certified.
Ooh, they're
NFTs. NFTs. And the fascinating part about NFTs is people are actually buying them.
You could just screenshot.
That's what I said.
It's mine now.
I don't understand.
And they go, something that annoys me. They go on Twitter and post the raw file, not compressed.
Right.
Raw file.
And it's like, okay, well, now you own and they own like the raw file, like they've got it. But the internet is forever, and that thing is going to spread around like crazy. Like, I get the idea behind an NFT, but the thing is that this world is not built to secure your NFT behind a wall. Like once you buy that NFT, well, that NFT has probably existed in screenshots and web pages. You can Google that NFT. It's not a physical thing. Like if you buy all of Taylor Swift's gold records,
right,
you own her gold records. No one else can own them. You have the original gold record copies. That's not the case with NFTs. They're images, they're videos, they're social media creations, and you don't really own it because everyone can just grab it and go with it.
Yeah.
So I think that there's no regulation on NFTs. There's no kind of control of it. It's just kind of there. Do a search and see what the sales, like NFT, the last couple of sales for NFT. Just Google NFT stuff sold.
I know there was one that sold for like $33 million.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, if you look up NFT, I bet you I can find it in the images.
$33 million. $33 million. Well, there was that like...
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh, it's like...
It's this bottom one down here.
Okay. That's different, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I don't understand them. They're like these monkeys. I can draw these in half an hour.
Well, not even that, but it's like the picture is on the internet. Like it's on Google search. You can go on Bing. You can go anywhere to get that, and then you just screenshot it or you do
NFT
whatever.
last...
Or $33 million.
Average sale price?
Yeah, let's see what the average sale price for an NFT is. I'm sure it's in the thousands of dollars.
The average sale price of an NFT on the marketplace right now is $900 on Mineable, and $500 on OpenSea, and $150 on Variable, among others.
See, that's also troubling for me because these high-priced NFTs are legitimizing the NFT business. And I'm not saying the NFT business is bad, but I'm also concerned that we're creating a market of data. Like,
I feel like someone's just going around and just saving all these, and then when the people die and their licenses expire,
right?
This is mine. I have it right here.
Well, there's the bell, and that's the end of the podcast for now. We'll be back in a little bit tomorrow for more excitement and adventures. This has been Counting Computers. We'll see you on the next one.